been searching for this fish. We did it!
Thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this video.
This has been my life for about 2 weeks now. I've had the absolute pleasure and joy of spending a lot of precious, beautiful moments with a gorgeous couple.
Meet Sam and Sophie from Travelling Sands, a young couple who traded corporate life for adventure. Burnt out and unfulfilled, they left behind the career ladder, seeking freedom in their 2023 Toyota Troopy. Now they live on the road and the ocean, embracing a slower, more meaningful life. This is their story. May it inspire you to create your own.
Welcome to another episode of FreeHuman, baby.
Welcome to our Troopy.
Try to make it look like a Lamborghini as much as it could be, you know?
Hands down, the most beautiful setup of the interior I have ever seen. Like this one. Dream. Name?
Sam,
Sophie Croft,
Age?
27.
29, 30 in like 12 days, not that I'm counting.
Can anyone do this?
Yes.
If you want to do something, you can make it work no matter whatever situation is.
Because the world's your oyster.
Describe your previous life.
Mainstream, boring, depressive.
Worked in an office, just waited for the weekends, and that's about it.
Yeah, uneventful.
Describe your current life.
Undescribable.
Fun, exciting, every day is different.
The unknown, I would say. The unknown is the greatest thing ever.
Whose idea was this?
Mine. But it was kind of collective, but mine at the beginning.
What made you do this?
Depression.
After coming home from work crying for a whole week, that was all we needed to kind of say, like, this is enough. We can't do this anymore, and we've got to make a change.
Yeah, so this is obviously what the penthouse looks like from the outside. Makes it nice and, I don't know, extravagant. We love it. And then we've just got like a rear wheel bag. So that's our spare wheel, but then like this holds our rubbish and a few little spares and bits and pieces, which is really convenient. This is our shower awning. So this is what we like to call the ensuite. It's where we obviously plug in our shower and we can put it up here. Obviously, if we're by ourselves, we don't set up the tent, but if we're obviously around people, and obviously nobody wants to see that. You know, Sophie's got a few of her lady things. I don't know, whatever you need.
What's your daily schedule look like now?
We don't have a schedule.
We like plan maybe 5 minutes in advance. Don't even really know what I'm doing after this. Don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. Don't know what I'm doing in a week. And it's fantastic.
Literally, we have nowhere to be, so there's no schedule.
How do you fund this?
We worked our asses off.
Working in jobs that we didn't necessarily like, and then also renovating a home to make a profit.
We busted ourselves like literally mentally and physically for many years to like be able to afford the life that we're doing, the way that we're doing it now.
Now, come inside. Welcome to inside our home. So yeah, it's obviously a small space, so we've just tried to utilize as much space as possible. Got a nice big bench top here, which is awesome. Got the most essential item of the whole car, the coffee machine. That was like a massive priority for us because we both love good coffee. Got heaps of storage in here. So we got food, got coffee down here, cupboard space here, and we've specifically designed it so that we've got extra space down here for our feet so we can sit comfortably.
What gave you the courage to live this life?
I think maybe once we had in our mind that it was possible and then we did everything we could to make it work, that was all the courage we kind of needed to make it happen.
I guess it gave us the absolute desire to change to a point where we were both so unhappy that something had to change, and if we didn't, I don't know what would have happened, like, to be honest. So there was no other option other than to give up our normal life and try something totally new. We just had to change. Like, we just had to do something different. This is what I like to call my pride and joy. This is where all the fun happens because it gives the car like so much more character and it makes it like more powerful and more enjoyable really for me, like driving all the time. So like we've upgraded our airbox, the intake to our turbo, Then we've done like some smart things as well, like by adding diff breathers, a primary fuel filter, intercooler fans to help try and cool obviously the engine down more quicker. We've upgraded our alternator because we've got like a doozy of a battery system in there. As you can see, it's like cable paradise. We've put another battery in for like just in case this one goes flat and we want to get home when we're in the middle of nowhere. So there's like lots of time spent underneath the bonnet.
Did you used to be driven by money?
100%.
What changed?
Chasing difference, I guess, like understanding that money doesn't create happiness, that no matter how much we worked harder, busted ourselves, worked like 120 hours a week, then plus I was working 3 jobs at some stages in my life, it didn't make a difference to my overall happiness. It didn't change no matter how much money I had. Your life then just changes with that. Your spendings change with the amount of money that you have because there's more opportunities, there's more nicer things that you can buy, or there's nicer dinners that you can go to. You're no longer going to the little Chinese shop down the road, you're now going out to nice fancy dinners because you can afford them. But did it make a difference to my happiness? No, because yeah, it just didn't.
What makes you happy now?
Seeing the smile on Sophie's face every day. There's something about it, it was never quite there, but I knew it was. Like there's little moments prior to leaving, but the ability of not being able to wipe that off her face like every day is just everything.
What about climbing the career ladder?
No, that's not for me.
What about it? There's genuinely nothing that excites me about it at all. It's a false sense of achievement that we're taught.
I kind of saw other people around me at work that were climbing the ladder, and I could see that they weren't really happy and all they did was stress and were never home with their family. So kind of realized that's not really the direction that I wanted to go in.
We human beings, like we have not built to be in boxes, to be fighting each other. We're meant to be living, letting our heart race, exploring this world that we live in, and there's no need to be like, money doesn't give you any sort of stature in my eyes. It means nothing other than the ease of living, I guess. And if climbing a ladder makes you happy, then so be it, but it's not what I believe we should be doing.
So we decided to put the timber on ourselves just to give it that extra homey feel. We didn't really like the plain carpet that was there, so we fully designed that, and now we've got extra lights. We also have an oven down here, which is good. We can cook lunch in there while we're driving and I can access it from the front seat. I think I just like all the colours, like the green, the timber, the natural look of it. We spent 2 years coming up with the design, and then I didn't decide on the colour I wanted until like the last minute.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I don't. Nowhere. Here, just being. I don't need any direction, don't need any destination. Just want to take each day as it comes. Maybe somewhere overseas, maybe still in Australia, not sure. But yeah, still travelling and running some kind of business that we can earn money from. We're fortunate enough to be here right now doing what we're doing. I like living in the present, understanding that right now is the most amazing time to be right here. And like, we take it so much for granted, like the present, and the future is what it is. And I don't know what it holds, but I guess I just worry about tomorrow more than anything. It's just take one day at a time. So this is kind of like the brains of our system at the moment, all designed kind of like by moi. So basically we've rewired the entire car with regard to anything from like the dash back. It's all just myself. I literally rewired. There would be kilometers worth of cable in here. That's not even a lie. So this is what keeps us on the road. This is what gets a coffee machine going. This is what runs our aircon. And then like all like little bits and pieces, like our pumps and lights and showers and everything literally runs out of this. And then we've kind of got a more like another fuse holder in, like once you close the panel, which like holds like a hell of a lot of fuses, because we've got so many components with the car, so everything needs its own little protection. Yeah, it's next level.
That's really impressive. Oh my God. Previous occupation / studies.
accountant.
I've done 2 trades, 1 electrical, 1 air conditioning. I've also gone to university and studied business and construction economics.
Tip for someone desperately wanting to break out of their life.
It's the little steps. I feel like it's pretty difficult to make drastic changes and like to just leave one life behind and start a new one. It's not easy. Anybody who says it's easy is definitely lying to you. So if you've got like something that you really want to achieve or something that you really want to do, the little steps matter.
I guess just make a goal, and everything you do make sure that you work towards that goal. So find a way to make it work, find a way to make it happen, because it's all possible. And then our bed, you just pull this down, home sweet home. We even installed an aircon in our car so that when it gets super hot, we can be nice and cool.
Literally, welcome to the outside. This is our drop-down table. We literally use it every single day. Like we cook on it, we chop on it, we fillet fish on it. Then we also like install gull wings on the outside so we can gain access from outside to inside and inside to outside. It's the greatest thing ever. Just makes it like one bigger home. And then we come to our like basically the master of our kitchen, which is our barbecue box. We almost cook on the barbecue every day as well, which is like, this is why this is kind of like our kitchen. It's probably the hub of the car. So we kind of spend a lot of time here. We've got our awning, which keeps us out of the rain, the sun, and the elements. It also gives us some lights at night, which is nice. We've got like a little utility panel here, which gives us like water, power and air on the outside of the car, but the most important things like our water. So it's like, once again, this is our kitchen, so it kind of means we can just access water like super quick and easy. So like we can just fill up a pot or do the washing, kind of anything. It's really this, we spend a lot of time right here on the outside of the car.
So this is our drop-down table. We made it ourselves, got everything we need to cook, got all our cooking equipment here. So we basically don't have to get into the car to cook at all, which is awesome. And then we've got our drawer, which has got our gas cooker in it and more food and stuff. All our pots and pans, so that's really handy.
Do you still have shit days?
Yeah, 100%. I believe that. I'm human. I get emotional, I get stressed, I get frustrated. We get angry at each other, we get angry with ourselves. Of course, we have shit days. I think you just change your goalposts. So instead of basically your standard football field and you're kicking through this one, I said to Sophie the other day, we literally just flip the field around and we're just going now kicking at the other goal.
I guess we're just human. So like if you don't have work to stress about, you find other things to stress about. So like we sometimes get into arguments about deciding where to sleep at night or like what we got to do, or just little things that at the end of the day don't really matter, but you don't have anything else to stress about. So there's always going to be something.
I was angry yesterday. We didn't get the perfect camp spot. So I got grumpy for 15 minutes and then you kind of get over it. But you just change your perspective as to what's making you grumpy, but I don't think you can stop that.
Wow.
Thank you for dinner, dude.
Wow. Money doesn't grow on trees, so we're obviously living a dysfunctional life. So therefore, we're kind of accepting the fact that we're going to live or find dysfunctional ways to earn, money. If you definitely desire a certain life, I feel like once you set your mindset to it, there's going to be nothing that stops me from living this life. And money's not going to stop that either.
That's enormous!
Holy shit!
You did it!
Holy shit!
You fucking did it! Oh fuck!
We have been searching for this fish for like
We have fished in this spot. Like, look at that. Look how much we fished
for
in
hours.
this spot.
For hours. For this.
Oh
We did it!
That is so good!
Oh, this is fucking wild, eh?
Are you a free human? Why not?
I would love to be a free human. I feel like there's still certain societal norms that hold me in certain places. We are working towards what I'd like to say being free, but I feel like it's not just an easy process.
I think traveling just gives you a sense of freedom. You can be wherever you want or be with whoever you want, and you don't have to rely on society for much at all.
I still feel like there's certain things that hold you, I don't know, necessarily like accountable to everyday life, but at the same time of being able to wake up next to a river, have the decision to stay wherever I want to stay, go see whatever I want to see with the person that I love every single day, I'm pretty free.
That is it. That's a wrap. Thank you, Sam.
Fuck yeah.
That was amazing.
Cool, that's it.
That's it. Done.
Cool.
Thank you very much. That was so heartwarming. I cannot. I cannot. My heart.
Shout out now to the amazing Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. You guys are magnificent. Tool for business owners and artists like myself to have a beautiful online presence that actually gets results. So excited to tell you about some features that I personally love. We have Design Intelligence, introducing Design Intelligence from Squarespace, combining 2 decades of industry-leading design expertise with cutting-edge AI technology to unlock your strongest creative potential. Design Intelligence empowers anyone to build a beautiful, more personalized website tailored to their unique needs and craft a bespoke digital identity to use across one's entire online presence. Squarespace Payments. Squarespace Payments is the easiest way to manage your payments in one place with Squarespace. Onboarding is fast and simple. Get started with just a few clicks and start receiving payments right away. Plus, give your customers more ways to pay with popular methods like these ones. That's a lot. Sell content. Squarespace makes it easy to sell access to content on your website like online courses, blogs, videos, and memberships. Earn recurring revenue by getting your content behind a paywall. Simply set up a price and choose whether to charge a one-time fee or subscription for access. You know what to do. Go to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you are ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/Sorel to get 10% off your first website or domain. Thank you so much, Squarespace, for sponsoring this video. And to you watching, thank you so much. See you next time.